It is a disgrace that apparently is weakening Europe. That's the damning verdict of one MEP over the latest corruption scandal to engulf the EU. Other top European officials have also condemned the misconduct.
If members of the European Parliament and other politicians can be bought to say certain things, to vote in certain ways, it's a disgrace and it makes Europe weaker.
This corruption scandal erupts at the heart of the European Union, with 4 people charged by Belgian authorities, including that Vice President of the European Parliament, Eva Kaili, from Greece. There was a raid on the home of a Belgian Eurodeputee, Mark Tarabella, who's the Vice Chair of the EU's Delegation for Relations with the Arab Peninsula. Belgian authorities paid another no-knock visit to the home of an assistant to yet another Eurodeputee. So 16 raids altogether, resulting in a reported 600,000 euros in cash seized on Friday by Belgian police, and allegations from the Belgian Federal Prosecutors Office of, quote, participation in a criminal organization, money laundering, and corruption. Hey, you know, it sounds like maybe Ukraine really would fit into the EU right about now as the most corrupt country in Europe per Transparency International. So I guess it's no wonder European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen isn't really sweating Ukraine's corruption problems. It's like, yeah, you know, hey, come on in. Yeah, you know, keep your shoes on. Everyone else has their shoes on. No problem here. But to be fair, von der Leyen did call the allegations, quote, of utmost concern, very serious. That's pretty measured coming from Queen Ursula of Europe for once. She also proposed the creation of an independent ethics body for the EU and its institutions. You mean that didn't already exist? Maybe that's part of the problem. For an institution like the European Union that preaches to other countries about how to clean up their act, you'd think that they'd have some strong guardrails in place to prevent the kind of things that these charges allege. The Western mainstream media, though, is trying to frame it as a Qatar problem. Just check out the headlines. European Parliament shaken by Qatar corruption scandal. Qatar corruption scandal rocks the EU Parliament. World Cup, a missed opportunity to protest Qatar corruption immorality. EU Parliament under scrutiny as Qatar corruption probe expands. Why is this not considered first and foremost a European Union corruption probe and problem? Shifting blame onto Qatar only really serves to stop looking right there where Qatar stops. But how many other countries could be enjoying similar lobbying arrangements with folks in positions of political power and influence in Brussels? Transparency International suggests that this kind of thing is actually pretty commonplace.
This is not an isolated incident. Over many decades, the Parliament has allowed a culture of impunity to develop, with a combination of lax financial rules and controls and a complete lack of independent or indeed any ethics oversight.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. So the big question that really should be asked now, the big elephant in the middle of the room is, if this is the visible tip of the iceberg when it comes to shady activities at the EU, then just how big is the actual iceberg? And is anyone truly interested in digging any deeper to find out?